But yes, I'm learning how. I'm retrying things that I thought I don't like, but maybe I like. I'm trying to use spices more because I want to do more flavor. And just, yeah. How about making sure you even have all that? Yeah. No budget, especially eating nummy food out somewhere. Oh no, no, no. The way prices are at the moment, I can barely afford the food from the fucking supermarket. Meal and fruit and tea is clever. Ooh. Gotta taste as you go, yep. Red lentils, cook up as possible. I want to learn about lentils. And beans. I want to learn how to cook with beans. It's not a stew with a single ingredient. No, it is not. Only cook for me. Added breadcrumbs to her boiled vegetables to disguise the... Oh! Ew. Green trees? Oh, the broccoli. That's badly made porridge. That's terribly made porridge, that is. Veggie terribles, exactly. What about cauliflower? I haven't tried it again. As an adult, I probably should. There's a lot of things on that list of, like... There were things that I had as a kid that I didn't like, and need to try them again. And that is one of them. But I'm taking it slowly. One ingredient at a time. I think my next ingredient might be capsicum. Because I feel like that's a thing that I might like. Although the thing is, I don't remember Mum ever cooking that. So I don't know whether that was a thing that I didn't like because of any kind of cooking, or whether or not I just don't like it. But, you know. It's also been probably a good 25 years since I tried them, so maybe my taste buds have changed. In fact, it seems quite likely that my taste buds have changed in that time. Hard limits are hard limit? Yeah, exactly. Hope it to you completely separate, if ever. Hotel coffee can be taste look like mashed potatoes. Yeah. Similar consistency, texture thing. Best roasted tin without brown. Ooh. Adamantly refused high vegetables. My son and everyone I've ever fed and to eat most of them. Also allowed a no thank you portion and an adamant I won't eat that thing. Yes. That's another thing that Mum did. Because I always hated onions. And I don't know, that's another thing that I'm not sure if it's like the flavour or the texture or what. I think what I'm broadly learning is that most of it is texture. Like, I've known for a long time that I'm not really a fan of mushrooms, but I like mushroom flavour. So I think that's also a texture thing. But, yeah. It was always that I didn't like onions, and so Mum would, like, sneak them into things, or, like her spaghetti bolognese. Like, you can fully eat spaghetti bolognese without onion in it. I've had it with, I've had it without. Makes no difference. At least to me. I'm not a particularly refined palate. So maybe I'm a bad example, but still. But, like, yeah. Loved Mum's spag bowl, but she was always, oh, it has onions in it. And it's like, well, can't you make it without the onions? Oh no, it comes with the onions in it. Well... I think what's pretty obvious at this point is that most of my issue is not with food, it's with Mum. But, yeah. She did text me happy birthday back in May, but apart from that, I haven't heard from her this year, so... Fucking whatever. Her loss. I'm fucking amazing, so... Chill. She doesn't want to talk to me? Her fucking loss. I'm the same, try it once, figure out why, and you can ignore it, and yeah, exactly. I'm trying to be very open-minded, but yeah. Long as I care attention to cooking, especially if they help me cook it, yes! Cook living on this enough, so I ask for it again. Repeatedly. Why do you add onions? We don't like onions, and then knob to the whole dish up. Yep. Mashed potato, yes. Because we would get a huge serving of mashed potato, and it's like, for the amount of meat that we've been given, which was sweet fuck all, we do not need this much mashed potato. So yeah, I'd go defrost a piece of bread out of the freezer and put a little bit of margarine on it, and yep, have a mashed potato sandwich. Which is probably the only thing that got me through those dinners. Have to space it out. Got a lot of vitamin A. Yep. I like green beans if they cook in very salty water. Ah. Draw the line at green beans, ones with fuzzy pods. That's another thing I should try again. Snow peas. Especially if lightly steamed, also fairly nummy raw. Capsicum is very watery and sweet. See, I don't think of capsicum as a sweet thing. It probably is. But like in my brain I've categorized it as spicy. And I guess technically it's a pepper, so like kind of, but also try it raw, yeah. Then again I don't dislike broccoli, so tasty food. I mean it's possible that at this point in my life maybe if I had broccoli I would like it. But I'm so like I don't want to use the word trauma, that makes it sound so severe, but like, yeah. It's more the negative experiences in my memory than the flavour of it at this point. And a small bit of salt, yes, to like balance it. Under the magic, they can be spicy, or sweet, or crunchy, or soft. Am I going to end up buying an onion? Didn't you like big ones fried in a pan and put a rag on which? Ooh. The only ones I remember having, and I don't know like what the deal with them was. I just remember them being really dry and chalky. To the point of like, I'd like rub my teeth together and it just like, ugh, that just, ugh. Mm. And yeah, if I go to like a pub or whatever and have fish and chips, if they've got mushroom sauce, oh hell yes. If I sit on anything coleslaw, I suppose anywhere else that they're raw. Yeah, I can certainly tolerate cooked onions more than I can tolerate raw ones. I'd never get it raw on a burger, for example. Onions cooked to sweet and bring up the flavours of the other ingredients. Yeah. Used to grate onion into food, my sons would eat it. If I chopped, they'd pick it out. Same! Or at least the picking it out part. I would eat Mum's spag bol without the onion because I'd sit there picking the onion out. It didn't, in my defense, it didn't help that she chopped it so huge. If it was more finely chopped, I could probably. But it was just these big chunks, and you just end up biting into this big chunk of onion that like wasn't cooked all the way through, and it's like, ugh. I like to mix milk and raw egg into leftover mashed potatoes and then fry them like, oh, that sounds good. See, we never had like leftover mashed potatoes. We just had a huge serve of mashed potatoes left over on the plate. And we get yelled at if we put it in the bin. And it's like, well, you're the one who gave us an entire potato worth of mashed potato, so... Snappies are nice. Honeybees? What is a honeybee? Korean stripe and liver. Ooh. Oh, that sounds so nasty. Lamb! Fuck yeah, love lamb. Put them finely diced in tuna salad or egg salad. Ooh. Can't eat Brussels sprouts. I was never exposed to Brussels sprouts as a child. Or ever, really. So like my one thing is broccoli, I will never. My dad's one thing is Brussels sprouts. He will never. Because his mum would do the thing of like boiling them for like 3 days. Not literally, but you know. Would boil them forever and ever and ever and ever and just, yeah. Made them disgusting. I'm sure that there are ways to cook them better than that. Or to add things, or to put them with other things, and like that's fine, but yeah. Where my childhood experience is broccoli, his is Brussels sprouts. And so the one thing, like he will eat anything, my dad. He's not fussy in the slightest. But the one thing, like when he and mum moved in together, and like when it kind of became the thing that like mum would do the cooking and he'd do everything else, that was like his one. He's like, I don't, like it was never like, I don't want to make it sound like he was like laying the law down or anything like that. Fuck no, mum is the mum is the boss in that house. But yeah, that was his one thing that he put his foot down over. He's like, I will never eat anything with Brussels sprouts. And mum's not particularly fussed about Brussels sprouts, so she wasn't like missing out on anything there. But yeah, meant that I never had to deal with them growing up. And considering how mum cooked broccoli, I'm glad for that. Cannot tolerate run first. Yeah, that's fair. Gotta be chopped finely and cooked down properly. It should be part of the dish, not a horrible spice. Yeah, exactly. That sudden, you know, you got the pasta, you got the mince, you got the sauce, and then you suddenly got this random crunch of this piece of onion. Ugh. Nope. Mini scaled nuts over sliced raw mushrooms in a garden salad. Me, nope, must be cooked. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need them cooked. Maybe the chalkiness was the uncooked. One for each one. Ugh, yeah, nah. You know, anything after. Oh yeah, you can it's even food that is your favorite food. You can overindulge to the point of not wanting to see it again anytime soon. I've done it all my life. It makes the piece taste funny, but it... Wait, what? I've never heard that before. Exposed is a good thing. Same. Yep. The fish uses the best microwave. They've done tests. Wait, really? Huh. I lived through the Great Depression on a farm in the Wimmera. You can stomach rabbit for the life of... Yep. I had a uncle who like wasn't technically blood related, but was one of those like family friends that's so close that you just call them aunt and uncle. Yeah, he went to Vietnam, and after that he never had chicken. I guess that was just part of like what was over there or something at the... I don't know. Maybe it wasn't related. I just... I know that he was in Vietnam, and I know that he never ate chicken. Just refused it all the time. So I kind of... Somewhere, I think that's where that came from. Smaller version of that about margarine. Yes. No, just ugh. Yep. Turnips and pasta. I don't think I've ever had a turnip. I splurge for butter. I'm so... Like, we never had butter growing up. It was always margarine, so it's just kind of what I'm used to. Butter works when you're, like... If you're having toast, and you can put the butter on, and then it melts a bit, and then you can put the Vegemite. But if you're having a Vegemite sandwich, you need the margarine in order to make the Vegemite spreadable. It's science. If I'm baking and it calls for butter, then absolutely I'll go get butter. But yeah, rest of the time, like I don't put butter or margarine on my sandwiches generally, except for Vegemite, because yeah, if you try and spread Vegemite on bread, it'll just tear the bread apart. Parsnips roasted in butter tastes all night. Ooh, that sounds good. Like anything. I'm trying. I'm learning. Pumpkin all day, every day, all the butternuts. That's... oh gosh, when was the last time I had pumpkin soup? Not this decade. Squash and sweet potatoes full of secondary brain with a visual seat. What did you do? Someone hasn't read enough far out Brussels sprout piece on your knife. Apparently not. Either that or it was so long ago it's fallen out of my brain. Why for is that one stamp with the tall letters having trouble inking in the middle? Yeah, it's not... When I put the... Hang on. If I go... Wait, is that the colour that I'm up to? Yes. So if we look here, bring that over there. If I ink it, even when I ink it, it's like the Y has got less ink than the rest of the stamp does. So I think possibly either the stamping platform has got a little bit of a thing there, or the stamp itself is not actually level. Which, considering the price of some of these stamps, is more likely. We've just got a little dip where we'd rather not have a little dip. Apparently it is bendy slightly and hard to ink, yep. As long as I get ink onto it, I just push the ink pad down a little bit firmer. And then as long as I, particularly on this bit here, as long as I like press down on that bit, it will get stamped. Just a little bit more finagly than the other ones are. Sweet potato fries with spicy dip, oh hell yeah, oh that sounds good. Guilty pleasure, a big meaty roast night before, next morning, toast for brekkie, pan fat from last night's roast for butter is nice, particularly in biscuit. Oh hell yes! Also, I don't believe in guilty pleasures. I don't think anyone should feel guilty for enjoying things. As long as they're, you know, legal and stuff. Hydrates! Like, if you were having that on the daily, it's probably not good for you, but like, occasional treat, why not? There we go. Because I actively went to the effort of getting that down. It's there now. Oops. I've inked these how many times now? And I've only just for the first time gotten ink on the actual stamping platform. I was doing so well. Struggling with the concept of leftover pan fat, trouble would never allow it. Well, there's only one of Travis, so... there's only so much. Indulge every few years in getting Chinese-style duck. It's like chicken, but 5 times in flavour. Ooh. I don't know that I've ever had duck. Then it depends how big the roast was. That's fair. Make sure those are all nice and clean. Very good. I'm going to leave those on there for the moment, just in case. Because I've done all 4 colours I need to do, so... Dyes. Need the dyes. Yeah. That's a very nice blue. It is. The colour's called Paradise. And that's a really lovely, like, mid... Oops. That one there. It's a little bit dark at the moment because I stamped it twice, but yeah. It's not a royal. It's lighter than a royal. Blue cheese is nice. That's a thing that I really have not experienced, like, at all. These cheeses. I'd like to learn. We were definitely a family that bought the big bulk block of cheddar, and that was it. I would have given a kidney as a kid to have gotten those, I guess it would have been mozzarella, right? The, like, string cheese. Those, like, pre-packaged little thingos of, like... It was a tube of cheese and then you'd, like, string it apart. That was one of those things that the other kids got to have and we didn't get to have. Thankfully, I had friends who quite liked the snacks. Who remembers the snacks? I could occasionally trade. But yeah, cheddar and mozzarella, and then in my late teens / early 20s when I was living with the idiot, we would regularly have not parmesan, although I have had parmesan, sizzler bread. Fucking sizzler bread, parmesan, hell yes. It was a similar name to parmesan, and it was a similar, like, can't think of it. It was a similar sort of thing. It was sort of very finely, not even grated, it was like powder almost. I can't think what that one was called. But I've had that. But apart from that, I've not had any other cheese. Halfway through my second bowl of sugar, I just suddenly decided I'm done. This is an odd feeling. Push shells can put away the rest for another. Oh yeah. You don't have to eat it. Troll's not home tonight, so leftovers. Hey! Tomorrow's lunch. Heck yeah. Nope and nope to goat's cheese. Ooh. It's an acquired taste. It's so strong that my brain scans away from the. Yeah, Ma, I think I would too. I think I would too. Like, there's something, like, I'm aware how cheese is made, but there's something about actually seeing it in the thing there of like, nope, there's something wrong with that cheese. You can make string cheese? Ugh. String cheese, mozzarella. I would think so, yeah. Fancy cheese growing up was vintage cheddar with the white crunchy bits. Crunchy bits? Really about how you pull and pull the cheese type plus. Ah. I never had Dunkaroos. I know them, but yeah, never got to have them. I think there was an attitude of, oh, there's too much sugar in them. Can't have that, there's too much sugar, you'll get fat. Joke's on you, bitch, got fat anyway. It's almost as if depriving kids of every single food that's even vaguely fun means that when they get to an adult and they get to choose for themselves, they will just binge everything. I really don't need to use a die for that, but while it's there. More likely extruded plastic wrap cheese or anything extruded as pressed. Yeah, similar. Yeah. Not specifically mozzarella. Yeah. Colby Jack is super nummy and the marbling of the cheese is fun. Colby Jack. Dunkaroos are still made in Canada, they're meh. Get some real cookies and some real icing, yes. I know that, like, logically I know they'd be full of preservatives in order to make them, like, you can ship them and, you know, they keep in the cupboard and all that kind of stuff, but, like, yeah. Do it properly! That's about that. Let's see how that goes. I could probably really, like, set this up and do all four at once. Just gonna save myself a few passes. Use news correctly, throwing out moldy cheese, and go up life and choose the moldy cheese that you can eat, yeah. Like, it just... Your brain tells you that there's something wrong with it. And when people are like, no, it's good, you should try it, it's like, are you mad? Have you eaten some of the cheese and lost your marbles? Like, what's happening? Cottage cheese can be nice. Is that what Philadelphia is? Is that considered that, or is that a different thing? I don't know. I remember that being in the fridge growing up, but Mum didn't let us have it. It was her thing. Can't have that. It's expensive. Cheese should not behave like Jello. Correct. Did all four of them cut out? Oh my god, they did. Hell yes. That was great. I know lots of people pair cheeses and fruits, but my palate rejects that notion entirely. Supernomic energy, cantaloupe and salami. What? That sounds awful, but I'm sure it's great. But it sounds awful. Cottage cheese and cream cheese are two. Oh, that's a different thing. Philadelphia's cream cheese. Okay. Ultrafine curd. Cottage cheese goes like a jelly if you shake it before opening. I get that feels like a wrong texture for cheese. If she's maybe as mad as you apparently